got the new album coming out in a few
Yeah.
weeks' time. I Grow Tired But Dare Not Fall Asleep. You just did a show last night, didn't you? Was it last night or the night?
Yeah.
Six Music
Yeah.
show?
Six Music Festival. Yeah.
How was that?
Correct.
How was that one?
Yeah, fun. It was not too bad. It was good to play a festival again. I haven't done that for a bit. It was good to play. First time this year.
So it's been a while since you've been on stage.
2 months. We played a couple of new songs, which was nice. So.
The name of the album, which is taken from one of the tracks on the album, isn't it?
That's correct.
Can you explain why you decided to call the album that?
Just a kind of statement, I guess, that we're all kind of going. Anyone can really say at this moment in time, because we, as a society, are tired of, I guess, the status quo. People are very confused about what the future holds or what the future should entail. And we're all continuously going through trials and tribulations, but at the same time, we have to stay awake. We can't afford to switch off and just let things happen. It's important to be awake and alert as much as possible,
Sure.
I feel.
And I think that's kind of how you've always felt, isn't it? With all your music, all the records you've released, there's that kind of general theme underneath it, isn't it?
Yeah, to a certain extent. I guess that's rooted in the fact that I just want to talk about things that everyone continuously like to talk about, things that we all can relate to as humans. Yeah, it's just a continuation of that.
Yeah.
Because it's real, it's reality, and I want to make sure my music is always placed in reality. In this album, I produced it myself this time, which was meant I had to take a different approach in terms of putting a record together. You know, the kind of, with every other record, apart from the first record, I co-produced, but the logistical stuff was kind of dealt with by the person in charge of the wheel, so to speak. So I was more kind of just focused on the creative side of it, or the writing side of it. So this time I had to do it all.
So you felt you had a bit more control over this time, over how it sounded and all aspects of it?
I never had control. I always had control, but I think it was more with previous records and the decisions previously to go down the co-production route. I think it was more just confidence in my own self to just do it, you know?
Yeah.
I think this time around I felt like I just wanted to do something that would challenge me, do it myself, and every decision will be down to me.
Yeah.
Let's see what comes off the back of that. Really, that was kind of my thinking. I don't really know theory that much, so it was kind of a case of, okay, I'll get players in, and I'll just get them to jam.
Yeah.
And that was kind of inspired by Talk, like the Laughter Stock record. I can't remember the name of the book that I read, but it was the engineer who did the last two records of Talk.
Right.
And he talked about how it basically was hours of jams, really, where they had to then, back in those days, splice the tapes.
Yeah.
And there's tape parts that they liked and use those to create the songs. So that was kind of inspiring to me, and it felt like a way I could do it this time around. So I had the nucleus of ideas, and I was more kind of a director, so to speak, or conductor in layman's terms, just directing the players to play a particular way around particular themes or patterns, and just getting them to play for hours. Off the back of that, I then started to just cut up the songs and work out the bits that I wanted and what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to throw away.
So do you think musically there's there's a few more layers this time, or is it just?
Oh yeah. A lot of layers, a lot of nuances. I definitely wanted it to feel more cinematic and more sonically rich, and experimental, but at the same time, I've listened to it a lot, obviously, since I've made it, so it changes a lot, but currently it feels like the first record, first track, which is Breaking Cover.
Yeah.
Breaking Cover, because that was like the first track even that I arranged. It felt like when I did that one, it was like, okay, so I can do this shit, because I never really done that side of it. I'd arranged before, but not really. Again, just kind of with somebody else rather than it all being my own decision. So when that one was arranged, I thought, okay, this is me putting my flag in the ground now.
Yeah.
This will be the springboard for the rest of the record. And the record's very varied. I wouldn't say that any of them any one song sounds similar. And I wouldn't even say that this song has influenced other songs on the record in terms of similarity. But it was something about completing that made me think, yeah, okay, this is the direction now.
So I just wanted to ask you about the cover, the artwork as well.
Sure, actually, it was my manager who actually came up with the idea. So it's based on a painting by Fusilli called The Nightmare, and in the original it's a lady in that position with lying over a couch with an incubus on her chest, and he just said, look, I've been checking this particular artwork out a lot since listening to the record. I think this could work. And I just thought, I don't know, when I saw it, I just thought, yeah, that I want to recreate that. It really spoke to me. I can't explain it, but I guess it plays off the title, the idea of somebody in a kind of awake, asleep state. Yeah. I kind of wanted to have something that reflected the music, I feel like the kind of richness and opulence of the music, and the original painting it looked like the album sounded.